Hey guys, my name is Yvette and welcome to my DIY channel, and I hope that you guys are having a great day. For today's video, I wanted to share with you some spring air dry clay projects that I made. So let's get started. For this project, I'm going to make a butterfly wall hanging. I got these butterfly outlines from a free website and I'll link that for you guys down in the description box. And so I'm going to be using these as my stencils. Roll out your clay of choice and then trace out your butterflies. I'm using a little bit of water to smooth out the edges of all of these butterflies. Using my needle tool, I'm going to poke 2 holes on each butterfly, except for one of them is only going to have 1 hole, and that's because that butterfly is going to go on the bottom of my wall hanging. I'm going to let my butterflies dry for a few days.
A few moments later.
These are the butterflies now that they're dry, so I'm going to sand them and then paint. The best thing about butterflies is that you can do so many different kinds of like random designs on them and they will all look good. I'm sealing all of these using Decoart's triple thick gloss glaze. I didn't film this next part, but once the sealer is dry, you can go ahead and string all of these together. For this next project, I'm going to make a snail incense holder. Grab a medium-sized chunk of clay and roll it into a thick coil. Once the coil is to the size of your liking, make sure to kind of like flatten it out a little bit. I'm bending the front half of the coil up to kind of make like an L shape. And then I'm still flattening it out a little bit to make sure that this will stand up on its own. And I'm also using my needle tool to cut out a little bit of the extra clay by the sides. I'm grabbing some more clay and I'm going to roll it into a ball. Once your clay is rolled into a ball, flatten it out a little bit. Here, I'm checking to make sure that the size of the circle is big enough against the rest of the snail's body because the circle is going to be our shell. I did end up liking the size of the circle, so I'm going to blend out all of the cracks in the clay. I'm going to attach the shell of the clay onto the body by scoring and slipping the clay. After I attached the shell onto the snail's body, I held it together for like 2 minutes so that it could really stick on. Now that the body and the shell are really attached, I'm going to add the little swirl onto the shell using my needle tool. I did the same thing on the other side. I also made sure to add the little tentacles on top of the snail's head. I went back in with a dotting tool to make the swirls on both sides a little bit thicker. I'm going to use an incense stick and poke it into the clay where I want my incense sticks to be held. Make any last minute adjustments if you have any, and then set your little guy aside to dry.
One eternity later.
Here's my snail fully dry, so now I'm going to sand it and then paint. I'm using an acrylic paint pen to draw on the little face. And then I'm also going to draw on little mushrooms all over the snail's shell. I'm sealing the snail with Decoart's triple thick gloss glaze. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment and subscribe for more DIYs, and stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!